Good afternoon, Mill Valley, and welcome to this spooktacular episode of MVTV. I'm Daphne Blake.
And I'm Velma Dinkley. To slide on into this week's episode, you are going to get some advice on how to make or create that perfect Halloween costume.
That's right, Velma. Let's head on over to our fabulous reporter, Morgan Bluebaugh.
Jinkies, this should be interesting. Our MV students are truly embracing the spooky spirit. Check it out for a groovy time.
Savers is known for its random things and cheap items. I put this to the test by bringing 4 Mill Valley students here and giving them 5 minutes to find a top-notch costume. On your mark, get set, go! Come to Savers for a quick and easy Halloween costume, one you can even find in 5 minutes. Now go to Twitter and vote for your favorite costume. This has been Morgan Bluebaugh reporting for MVTV.
Wow, look at those meddling kids. They're looking good. Personally, I would buy clothing, but that's up to you.
Okay, let's not insult our audience. Making costumes can be a great way to look good and save money.
I guess you're right again, Velma. Well, if you're looking for something to do next Wednesday during seminar, check out this next clip.
Welcome to Boo Fest.
Patricia!
Wow, I can't wait. Now let's travel over to Fred and Shaggy for this week's sports segment.
Good afternoon, Jaguars, and welcome to this week's sports segment. I'm Shaggy Rogers.
And I'm Fred Jones. With tennis and golf finishing up their seasons, volleyball also wrapped up their season after Sub-State, where they beat Shawnee Mission East, and then they fell to Olathe Northwest in 2 sets.
Last Friday, the football team took on Blue Valley Southwest, where they won that game 56-7. They played in the first round of playoffs tonight against Topeka West, so go out and show your support.
On Saturday, both the boys and girls cross-country teams won their regional at JCCC. Freshman Katie Schwarzkopf won the girls' regional, and they are both headed to state on Saturday.
On Tuesday, the boys soccer team took on Shawnee Mission South, where they won 3-2. They play in the second round of regionals tonight against Shawnee Mission West, so go out and show your support. Now let's head to Delaney Camp for this season's Athlete Spotlight.
Nick Davies is an outstanding athlete spotlight to have. He's a great leader on our team. He does a lot of extra work. He's just an exceptional young man who always wants to do his best. He's always doing the extra mile, going in to see Coach Nichols, getting into Huddle, which is our video software. And also, he's just a great teammate. He's always trying to help his teammates. He's cheering on his teammates. He's doing all the right things as far as being a leader goes. So Nick is an outstanding choice.
Cindy Pullen is the first person that came to mind because of so many things. First of all, just her smile and her laugh. At practice, in the hallway, on the bus, she just brings joy and cheers up the kids and gets them fired up. Then obviously of her competitive edge that she has on the court. She always gives 100%. She works hard, yet at the same time has fun. She kind of keeps me in check sometime to keep me calm and patient, and we all just love her.
Ricardo Arroyo, he's just one of those unsung heroes on our team. He does everything he needs to. He never complains about anything. He works extremely hard. Other guys look up to him. They'll listen to him. He'll give suggestions, whatnot. He's not afraid to come to me with suggestions, and he's very dedicated in what he's doing. He does the job as an outside defender extremely well. We've moved him to the inside also, and he's just really dedicated to the sport.
We chose Matt Turner as our athlete to spotlight because he's just been a tremendous leader, a tremendous performer. He's put himself in a position to be a state medalist. He's a kid that's a leader across the board, not just in cross country, but in everything he's involved in. An outstanding student, somebody who takes a lot of pride in everything that he does, and so he's really the, it's a great example for our varsity kids, for our JV kids, our C team kids. As somebody with a great work ethic, but also somebody who just does stuff correctly. We chose Delaney because over the last 4 years, she's been the driving force on a program that's put themselves in a position to win a state championship. She is somebody that's like having an assistant coach out there every single day. If I ask her to get something done or to talk to kids or be a mentor or whatever, she always does that enthusiastically. It's such a tremendous example for everybody. She has a great work ethic, and it's easy to say that she's been successful because she's talented, and that's part of it, but more importantly is she's been successful because of the dedication and the amount of work that she's put into it. So she's really worked hard and grinded to get to where she is, and we're extremely proud of her.
I will tell you that Annika Roy, she's our team captain this year. She is a role model beyond compare, really, that I've had in tennis. She is such a good teammate. She tries so hard, and she sets an example in the classroom, I know as well. So we are very fortunate to have her for the JAG girls tennis team.
Sarah Lawson, she's an outstanding team member for the girls golf team, and even though golf is an individual sport, she does a great job of helping each of our teammates do better and really makes them feel included and welcome on the team, and really is that co-captain that I need to keep the ship rolling and helping us do good things.
Wow, Fred, you're like so good at sports.
He is. Okay, back on topic. Scooby has the latest on our weekend weather update.
Good afternoon, Jaguars. This is Scooby-Dooby-Doo here with your weekend weather update. It's going to be a sunny weekend. Tomorrow, expect a high of 58 and a low of 44. A beautiful day to go support your Jaguar football team. On Saturday, expect a high of 63 and a low of 46. And finally, on Sunday, expect a high of 58 and a low of 42. That's all for this week. Have a great weekend, Jags.
Scooby, you deserve a Scooby snack. Speaking of snacks, reporter Adele Warford brings us a spine-tingling treat.
Happy Halloween, Jags. Today we're making 2 spooky treats for this Halloween season. Melt 2 cups of white chocolate. Dip pretzel rods in chocolate and place on a baking sheet. Drizzle chocolate over the pretzel rods to give it a mummy look. Next, add candy eyeballs to complete the look. Mix green food coloring to the remaining white chocolate. Dip the remaining pretzels in the green chocolate. To give the pretzels a finger look, drizzle green chocolate to resemble knuckles. To make the fingernail, add sliced almonds to the tip of the pretzel. Melt white chocolate and milk chocolate. Add orange food coloring and add green food coloring to the white chocolate. Fill the chocolate in a bag and pipe out stems for the pumpkins and spider legs with the milk chocolate, and then freeze. Crush 1 package of Oreos in a food processor. Next, add 1 package of cream cheese and blend until a creamy consistency. Form the mixture into balls and then freeze. Dip half of the balls into the orange white chocolate and the other half in the milk chocolate. Next, decorate the pumpkins with pumpkin stems and the spiders with candy eyes and spider legs. Be sure to try these spooky treats with your friends. Have a great Halloween, Jags. This has been Adele Warford reporting for MVTV.
Not into eating my enemies.
But they still look good. Enemies, friends, are they really that different?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Anyway, let's see what Scooby's friends were up to this weekend.
Last Saturday, the first Bark for Life event was held at Garrett Park. Bark for Life is an event with the same goal as Relay for Life, but includes the help of your canine companion. The event had games, competitions, food, and held a silent auction. Many students, community members, and their dogs came out to support the American Cancer Society. The event was a big success, raising over an unofficial amount of $5,000. All the proceeds will go to the American Cancer Society to further cancer research.
Thank you to everyone and their dogs who showed up to the event. We hope to see you at Relay for Life. This has been Abby Miller reporting for MVTV.
Aw, how cute. I love dogs. They're so soft.
Jeepers creepers. That was super cute. A change that is happening at Mill Valley is moving to 6A.
Audrey Gradmeyer has the inside scoop on the 6A change.
This school year, Mill Valley entered the 6A Sports Division for the first time. Mr. Van Reed is here to answer all of your questions surrounding the move and how it will affect sports here at the Valley.
When you look at all of our activities except football, what's determined in classification is the enrollments for our freshman, sophomore, junior, senior class. So football is on a totally different cycle, so they reevaluate the enrollments for 9, 10, and 11 every 2 years. Well, currently, I don't think postseason will have as big of an impact as what a lot of folks think. 5A is extremely difficult across the board in all sports. So I think that all of our programs will be prepared to compete at the 6A level. I think the biggest question that I get is, are we going to be competitive in 6A? And I think that, the answer to that question is yes. So, I think from sport to sport, we may find that, some sports might be a little bit more difficult than others, but we found that in 5A as well. And I think that all of our kids and our coaches are going to do the very best they can do to make sure that they're prepared for whatever level they're playing in.
A big congratulations to girls golf for not only winning the first girls state title in school history, but also the first 6A state title. This has been Audrey Grabmeyer reporting for MVTV.
Groovy, Audrey.
Now let's wrap up this episode with the latest installment of What's Happening Now.
Welcome to the second spooky installment of What's Happening Now. To start off, Michael Myers is back. Jamie Lee Curtis and the Halloween franchise has returned with a giant box office opening weekend. This new Halloween installment made a whopping $77.5 million on its 3-day opening weekend. This opening makes Halloween the second largest opening weekend in October ever. In other creepy news, Malaysia Flight 370 might have been found. Video producer Ian Wilson and his brother Jack believe they found the missing flight in a Cambodian jungle on Google Maps. The plane was flying from Malaysia to China with 227 passengers on board when it disappeared in March of 2014. The pair of British brothers took a flight to Cambodia, then trudged a 5-mile hike to the alleged crash site. Upon reaching the alleged crash site, they were greeted by illegal loggers high on methamphetamine and armed with knives. The brothers decided to call off their search after sustaining multiple injuries on their hike, as well as the encounter with the loggers. According to the National Retail Federation, Halloween spending in the U.S. is expected to reach $9 billion this October. This year, celebrants are expected to spend an average of $86.79, which is up from last year's $86.13. With more than 175 million Americans planning to partake, this Halloween's gonna be a big one. That's it for this week's episode of What's Happening Now. Have a spooky Halloween.
Bennett does such a nice job, doesn't he?
Yes, it was very informative. Anyway, the winner of the Savers competition was Gavin Fangman. That's it for this week's episode of MVTV.
Stay tuned for the office announcements after the credits.